Hey, John, I wonder why John didn't make it. Now I know the answer. The birds. The birds. John had this great idea of coming to the meeting to look at an opportunity, and somebody stole it and said, "You're not going to go see network marketing." He says, "Well, maybe not." Now, when the bird gets them, you've got two options. Number one is to chase birds. Say, "Well, let me get a hold of the person that talked him out of coming to the meeting. I'll tear him a new page." I wouldn't do this. Here's what happens if you go chasing birds. You leave the field. I wouldn't do this. If you go chasing birds now, you leave the field, which is going to distract from your future. I wouldn't do this. You can't chase birds and try to straighten this stuff out. Here's what it is. It's just one of those things. And here's the best comment when things are a little disappointing. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? I thought sure he would be there. He promised. He promised. But I know it was the birds. And you just have to say, isn't that interesting? So jot this down. The birds are going to get some of the seed. Here's the rest of the story. It says, the sower kept on sowing. See, that was the secret to his success. He kept on sowing. And if you keep sowing, you can sow more than the birds can get because there aren't enough birds. If you keep sowing, there are some birds, but there's not enough. Because the law of averages will work for you. Keep sowing, keep sowing. That was the secret. I learned the law of sowing and reaping. The sower kept on sowing. Kept on sowing. The sower kept on sowing. The law of sowing and reaping.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome, welcome, welcome to our next level Tuesday evening training. This is Coach Ben coming at you guys. I want to welcome each and every one of you on all of our platforms. Welcome to all of you who are listening in and watching on YouTube, along with Facebook and locked in on our Zoom, guys. We have a great training lined up for you today. Guys, every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m., please lock this into your calendar. I'm coming every Tuesday with content, with information that's going to help elevate your business. The first phase is on a nugget in regards to helping to enhance your business. And then we go into systems that is going to help you to elevate your business as well and give you that unfair advantage, separating yourself from the masses, guys. We are in a world of technology. Folks are out here running their businesses and not making the adjustment and adapting. And man, they're gonna get left behind. So listen, we're gonna get this thing rocking and rolling. I'm so fired up and excited for you. Let me move a few screens around so that we can be on the same page here. But if you can hear the sound of my voice and you can see the screens, guys, I definitely want to encourage you to make sure you put yourself in a position where you can, well, like and share first and foremost for those of you who are on YouTube. Give me some fire emojis for those individuals who are listening in. Fire emojis. Let me know that you guys can hear me. And again, we're going to get this thing rocking. Grab a pen and a piece of paper so you can take copious notes. As I stated, we do this training, this fireside training, this every single Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You want to make sure you continue to show up, make this a part of your method of operation, and then, of course, invite your teams to get plugged in as well. So, as we go about doing this training, I definitely want to let you listen to a powerful training while you invite your guests. We have a powerful training that a conversation that Mr. Eric Worre is doing. I want you guys to listen to this real quick. And while you're listening to it, send out the messages again to all of you, YouTube, TikTok, everybody who's going to be listening to this information. Send out those messages, get folks locked in, and let's hear from a dynamic trainer, one of the icons in this industry, Mr. Eric Worre, as he talks about this amazing industry that we're in.
I want to talk to you about why network marketing is better than corporate work, why it's better than working for someone else, regardless of the level of job that you might be doing for someone else. I've worked in just about every capacity inside a corporation. I've been chairman of the board, I've been CEO, I've been entry-level person. I've worked at various levels of responsibility, and I will tell you something. Inside of the corporate world, especially in the new economy, it is a dangerous place to be. It is not as safe and secure as what people once thought it was. You are being bought at wholesale and sold at retail every single day. And the moment that you can't be sold at retail, in other words, the moment they can't underpay you for the value of the job, then you're going to find your way out of that corporation. It's so unsafe today in the corporate world. There's so many people looking for work, etc. But here's the biggest thing. When you go to work for somebody inside of a company, you have two basic decisions. Decision number one is to perform, to achieve, to excel, to really bring his amazing value to the organization. And here's what happens the moment you do that. The moment that you really decide that you're going to give it your best, you have to get good not only at achieving, you've got to get good at another thing, a second thing. You have to get good at politics. Because the moment you start to achieve, you become a threat to a huge number of people. The people that are your supervisors, they're going to become threatened because you're going to become a candidate for their job. So they'll try and find ways to hold you down. The people who your co-workers that are on the same level as you, they're going to try and pull you down. The people that might be reporting to you are going to see that, hey, they're going to try and grab at your ankles and keep you down. So if you like politics, that's not a bad thing. The people who rise to the top inside of these corporate environments, they're not just the performers. I wish it was a meritocracy where you got whatever you performed, you got that in benefit and everybody was happy for you. Guess what? Inside a corporation, almost no one's happy for you. Everyone feels threatened.
So true.
And because of that, unless you're amazingly good at scaring the wits out of everyone around you, so no one wants to mess with you, you become so good politically then that you're protected, then you'll be fine. But if you're not good at politics, performance alone won't get you there. Performance will put a target, a big red target with a bullseye right on your back. You're going to watch your back at all times. So that's option number one inside of the corporate world. And argue with me if you don't think that's true. I've been in many different capacities over my life, and I promise you in every single one of them it's true. Even if you're chairman of the board, because you still report to somebody, even if you're CEO, because you still are responsible to shareholders, it does not matter. You've got to become great at politics if you want to be a performer inside of the corporate environment. And I'd ask you a question. Is performance alone rewarded? Is it? There's only so much somebody's going to pay, regardless of how much you perform. So if you don't continue to perform more than you did, even if you made millions of dollars for the company, they're only going to pay you so much. If you're in a sales job, work for a corporation, if you perform, are you rewarded for that? Maybe for that year, but then they're going to increase your quota. They're going to shrink your territory. They're going to change your commission structure to make you work harder to get the same money. So that's the system that you're in. and you think you're getting security. Security is a myth inside of the corporate world. It's been a nice experiment for the last 100 years, but our world is changing, and we are changing to a performance-based, purely performance-based economy. The days of putting in time and getting your paycheck are over. You're going to have an entrepreneurial mindset. So anyway, that's option number one, is to perform and to get good at politics. That's option number one. Or option number two is to hide. To go into that office, to go into that company and hide, literally hide. Go into your cubicle, go into your office, and get through the day, get through the week, get through the month, get through the year, but don't make waves. Don't disagree with anybody. Don't make anybody mad. Don't be noticed. Don't be the first person to offer up ideas. Only agree when it becomes acceptable inside of the community. And so many people inside of corporations are hiding. They just hide out because they're trying to get through another year. And they learned a long time ago, don't perform because you're not good at politics.
Apologize, guys. When
it's
I
not
let
worth
people
it.
in, it
So they hide and they wait for that 3% per year increase. So compare that world, risky, unsafe, insecure, politics-filled, performance-punishing world to network marketing. Network marketing allows you to live in a pure meritocracy, where if you perform, you get paid. The computer can't tell what kind of resume you have, or background, or experience, or education, or who you know. It's not the good old boys club. There's not a glass ceiling. There's none of those things. If you perform, you bring the sales and the organization to a company, that company's computer is going to spit out the information. It's going to pay you what you brought to the company. So if you're not afraid of being paid what you're worth, then network marketing is perfect. The other thing that's amazing, this is the only environment I know where they want to pay you more money. They're excited about paying you more money. If you're making $1 million a year, they're saying, yes, I hope we can figure out a way to pay you $2 million. If you're making $100,000, we want to pay you $250,000, and we'll celebrate it when it happens, and we'll be sincere about it. Try and be $1 million employee for a company. I've been in that situation. The moment you're a high-paid person for a company, they're having meetings about you. And they're saying, are they really worth it? Can we figure out a way to pay them less? I don't know. $1 million? Are you kidding me? You get such a target on your back, it's unbelievable. But in network marketing, they'll celebrate it. They're excited about it. They want to do it because it's a pure reflection of the value that you're bringing to that organization in the volume and the sales that your organization is creating. So to me, there's just no comparison. You think you're secure in the corporate world? You're not. The best security is in yourself, and the best way to get that security in yourself is in the network marketing model. There is no question in my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, my wish for you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional. You decide to go pro. You decide to walk away from this model that's busted and step into a new way of living, because it is a stone cold fact that network marketing is not perfect, but it's a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Awesome, awesome, guys. And I apologize. Every time I was letting people in, it was pausing the video. But hey, welcome, welcome, Mike. I wanted to show you that video with Eric Worre. If any of you can relate to what he was saying, please give me some 777s in the chat. Because, man, he was dropping some truth bombs in regards to the whole politics of corporate America, the workplace, no job security. Even when you think it's secure, it's like a dog-eat-dog world, which is why this is why we're here. Most of us realize that, man, job security doesn't exist. Even when you get to the top, they move the goalposts where you got to keep grinding it out. And what we want to talk about in terms of network marketing is not perfect, but it's just simply a better way. Guys, this thing is absolutely powerful. There's a mixed communication where some folks were saying that the training was canceled. Folks are hitting me up, but this is being recorded. I'll get this out to individuals. And we'll make it go from there. But guys, let's just get this thing rocking and rolling because here's the reality. Like, we're going to talk about the fact that we're in the business of attracting partners and developing leaders. That's our conversation today, where we want to attract individuals to are amazing opportunities that we're bringing to the marketplace. You know, they say people do business with those who they like and trust. We want to brand ourselves accordingly. We want to move with integrity. We want to make sure that we are attracting partners to our opportunity. And then once we do that, we want to develop those individuals into becoming leaders where they can go out and attract and duplicate and do that process over and over and over again. That's our business. It's very simple. And if we keep it simple, we can make a whole lot of money. And the ultimate thing in keeping it simple is working through a system. Guys, saving yourself time, energy, and money. That's what it's all about. We don't want to go from working. I mean, and I don't mind. Let me make this clear. I don't mind working hard for myself and grinding, waking up early in the morning and going to sleep late at night, understanding that I'm doing and building a business that I could leave to my children and my children's children and my grandchildren that I'll never meet. I don't mind going hard for a short amount of time. See, if you work a system and follow the process, you go hard for a short amount of time with the anticipation of being able to work hard in a window of time, let's say 3 to 5 years, and by plugging into a system, relying on a system, you build up leaders and then you can scale back where you're not working as hard anymore. You can live that lovely life, traveling the beaches of the world and going around to big conventions, just simply showing up, kissing babies. That's the ultimate goal. But in order to do that, man, we have to be totally system dependent, saving yourself time, energy, and money. What we do here is we are in the business of network marketing. We have to put in the work in the beginning. And then we market to our warm market, and then we market out to the masses, guys. And that's just really what we do. This is a system. I'm going to really go into depth tonight on the system that I've built a big team of thousands, and and I've followed a mentor who's done this system, who's built teams of hundreds of thousands and making a strong six-figure monthly income in the service space of network marketing, which is absolutely unusual, which is what has me give him the utmost respect. So one of the key things is understanding that we are in the business. Our business is network marketing. We cannot eliminate the work. So many people, what is it? What's the saying? Overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what can be done in 3 years. Whereas we have false expectations, and that's one of the bad parts of the industry of network marketing, where we give too many false expectations. There's no need to hype this thing up. There's absolutely no need to hype up the fact that you have a business that you've purchased for less than $1,000 for most of us, and you can run this business for less than a few $100s and have the ability to build this business into a strong 5-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure residual income, there's no need to hype that up. Understand this, guys, but what we do is we give all these false claims, which is giving our culture, our industry a bad name. And I'm on a mission, and I hope you will come with me to clean up this industry, guys. Guys, our business is amazing. This business is absolutely awesome. One of the systems that I want you to adopt is working inside and exposing your warm market, network marketing, sharing this information with your inner circle. If you're moving in integrity, there will be nothing that will stop you from sharing what you're doing with the people you know, love, and care about. But I want you to go through those numbers aggressively because most likely, and this is just based on statistics, and it's quite unfortunately, friends and family aren't coming in your business. Not right away. Some will, some won't, but most don't. In the beginning, we approach our friends and family just to let them know what we're doing, and we use them as practice. You practicing your script, you're practicing your spill, you're going through the motion, you're getting your skills up with your friends and family, your warm market, you're thickening your baby butt skin and developing rhino skin. I want you to understand rhino skin is when you got that baby butt skin, they throw an arrow or a little toothpick and it will penetrate and you all the way out. Ouch, that hurt, take you out. But when you develop that rhino skin, when you get a bunch of nose, it gets sharper and sharper in your skill set. Now you have that rhino skin. So as you aggressively go through the warm market, now once you're inside, now you get out to the cold market, as we say. Now you're using leads, social media, lifestyle marketing where there is no friends out there. You're making friends. Understand this. You're making friends. You're looking for folks where the rejections, your posture is strong. You show up as an expert because you ran through your warm market, you polished up your presentation, and when you show up to the cold market, they're basically you already have your conversation, you already have your posture in place. So you go through your warm market, you get to your cold market, and then you simply rinse and repeat. What do I mean by that? You bring on new business partners inside the cold market, whether it's meeting them at a gas station, a networking event, or buying leads, or whatever it may be. And then once you get them in, we get them to build out their list and go through that process again. If you rely solely on your warm market, you will starve. Guys, the key to this, I need you to understand, is moving with aggression. You have to be aggressive. Success loves speed. So we want to rapidly go around the bases with our warm market contacts. As you build your name list, this is how the baseball diamond, this is how we filter out our warm market rapidly. Understand this, guys. So what you do is you at home base, you build your list of names and numbers. Everybody you know gets on this list. You don't prejudge anybody. Those you think will won't. Those you think won't will. Who knows? It's not our job to make a decision on anyone else's behalf. Our only job is to give a person a proper exposure and collect decisions. Does that make sense, everyone? Give a person a proper exposure and collect decisions. We don't We don't prejudge anybody. We qualify them, we expose them, sort them out, and move them through the process, guys. So once we built the list, qualify the list, who's motivated, who has the investment, who has influence, who's married. Couples are awesome in this industry. That's why we said that. A husband and wife is absolutely phenomenal. That's on the same page and buy into this concept. Who has the investment? These are the qualifications where you have 4-star or 5-star, whichever qualifications you go through. Start calling from the 5 stars down to the no stars. Are you open to an opportunity? You want to get them on first base to pique their interest by asking, do you keep your income options open? If are you open to make some incredible income this year, more than you did last year? Whatever you ask, you want to ask with strength and posture. Do you keep your income options open? I mean, who doesn't? If I could show you a way to make some incredible income on a part-time basis without interfering with what you're currently doing, would you be willing to take a quick look at a video? Yeah, what you got? I'm going to say that again. If I could show you a way to make some incredible income part-time without interfering with what you're currently doing, would you be willing to take a look at a video? A 10-minute video. Yeah, what you got? Are you in front of your computer? Do not send a video if they're not in position to watch it right now. Are you in front of a video? If they say yes, you send them their video, a third party too, whether it's the video, your website, but don't send it to them. I'm busy right now. I'm driving right now. If they're busy or not in a position to watch, this is so important, guys. When will you be in position to watch a quick video? Man, later on tonight when I get off work, I'll be home around 7 o'clock. Perfect. I'm gonna shoot you I'm gonna call you at 7. I'll send you that information or I'll text you, whichever way. I'll send you that information because now you are one taking control of your time. You're taking control of the process because if you just send them a video now, when you're calling them and trying to get them back on the phone and things of that nature, you losing posture, you're nagging, it just it changes the dynamics. You are in control. Never lose control. Understand this. We have what they're looking for. They're looking for a way, excuse me, to replace their income. They're looking for a way to become financially free. So once we expose them, hey, I'm gonna shoot you that video. It's only about 10 minutes short. I think we have 5-minute videos out there. 5 minutes short. I'll give you a ring back in the next 5 minutes, 6 minutes, just to see what you think. All right. So now we follow up with them. You got to follow up. The fortune is in the follow up. Hey, what did you like best about what you saw in that video? I like the money. Exactly, man. That's exactly what caught my attention. I knew it was going to be what you were going to say. Listen, the next step is to put you on the phone with my business partner, and you want to edify your business partner. Guys, it's absolutely imperative. This is a missing element to most individuals' businesses. And if you just tweak it and take it serious, your business is going to explode. You want to use edification and third party. You're talking too much. You're talking too much. When you call them back and they say, I watched the video, your next you must say, listen, that's amazing. I knew you would say that. I'm brand new. I don't want to mess it up. The next step, key phrase, the next step is to put you on the phone with my business partner. And if you don't know who you have lined up, because while you're exposing them. You're texting all your experts, letting them know that you're doing three-way calls, who's available. So if you have Miss Gordon or Mr. Clay or whoever, you could edify them. Mr. Clay is one of my amazing business partner who knows 100% of the facts, down to earth, loves helping people, well documented in this industry. And let me see if I can get him on a line real quick. And while the prospect's on the phone, you three-way in to your expert. Mr. Clay, how are you? This is Benjamin. I got John on the other end. They watched the video. They love what they saw. Let's get them on board. I click over. Hey, John, I got Mr. Clay on the line. Wow, I was able to get him on, catch him. And then, of course, Mr. Clay, this is John. And I've done my part as the person, you bringing them from home base to first base to handing them off to the expert. You've done mainly your part. So now the expert will grab onto your prospect and they're going to edify you. Hey, John, how are you? Good to meet you. A friend of Adele is a friend of mine. Just call me Bob or call me Ben. Um, I understand you had a chance to watch the information. What exactly really jumped out and caught your attention? Man, the money. Oh, exactly. Yeah. A lot of people are saying that. Let me ask you, do you see an opportunity where you want to become a member or business partner? Whatever way the expert closes them, the expert knows what the expert needs to say. But at that point, the expert is going for the close. And if they're not ready to come on board, the expert will bring them to, oh, let me go through these PowerPoints. Anyone, the expert is anybody but you. I got to realign this here by next week. And you want to alert 3 to 5 people, know what prospect likes most, call with prospects on hold, and you want to introduce the expert without having. Some people will call the expert and then call the person and then three-way in and debo. That's not the way you want to do it. Okay. And then what the expert will do is move them through the process, invite them to the next event. If they say, I need more information, I need to hear a little bit more, great. Let me invite you to our next event. And whatever the next event is, whether it's a launch party or a private business reception in your home or weekly meeting or a weekly Zoom, you want the expert to invite them. And guess what, guys? Your expert inviting your prospect to the next live event carries so much more weight than you inviting them. Here's something I need you to understand. You don't want to go from home base to third base. That's not how the game is won. Okay? Going from home base to third base. So let me put this in perspective. You have your list. You've overcame your fear and you've called your sharpest person and you took your sharpest person straight to a live event, a private business reception, or whatever it may be. And sometimes that works. But according to statistics, individuals need 2, 3, 4 exposures before they make a decision. So now you've exposed them to third base, a live event. And when they say, I need to learn more, I need a little bit more information, what do you do from there? You got to take them back to a video, a brochure. I mean, so if you can keep them along first base, second base, third base, and from third base, get them back on the phone with the expert, yes, the expert will close them out. And then from there, we close the deal. And then, guys, from there, we rinse and repeat. And we run these bases over and over and over again. This is called a pipeline. Running the bases, keep your bases loaded, with 10 in play at all times, maintain a deep bench of 100 names, always be adding names to the bench. Never run out of names, guys. That's like running out of money. You can't run out of names. So if you run out of names, it's like having a business where you run out of, if you have a restaurant, you run out of chicken. And I've been to restaurants where they say it is. I went to a Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they said they didn't have any more chicken. Have you ever experienced that? I never went back to that KFC. I drive by it every single day. And the last impression I have is being in the drive-through, and they said we ran out of chicken. I was mad. And you don't want to be that person where I mean, we don't have chicken, we don't have forks, knives, things of that nature. Our inventory is people. Understand this, play to win, never quit. And our experts sort. We don't convince. We're in the business of sorting, not convincing. That's so imperative. Once you realize that you're in the business of sorting and not convincing, it makes this thing so much easier. Our job is simply to expose individuals, give people a proper exposure, and then collect decisions. Are you in or you're out? Do you see an opportunity for yourself or do you not? That's really all we do. That's our marketing, guys. Understand that. And once you realize the simplicity in that, it just becomes a numbers game. And that's the beauty of it. That's why I said you want to move with speed. Success loves speed. So if you know that I have a deck of cards and I don't have my cards in this part of the house, you know there's four aces inside that deck of 54 cards. How fast do you want to turn over those cards? You want to turn them over as fast as possible. You want to run them around the bases as fast as possible. One of the best ways to do that is scheduling private business receptions, launch parties. Understand this, guys. Pique their interest, put them on the phone with the expert, have the expert invite them to your grand openings, get them in front of those launch parties, invite 50, 60, 70 people, 10, 15, 20 show up. You're running through your warm market, guys, exposing your 100 name aggressively in your first 30 days. We're about to wrap up the month of March. Can you believe it? I don't know about you guys, but I have this sense of urgency right now. I can't. The year 2025 has been interesting already. 90 days are gone, 3 months gone, 9 more to go. What are you going to do with them? We need to go to work. These next 3 months, April, May, June, is critical in terms of creating momentum because you want to build a team that's excited, that's getting money, that's flowing before the summertime when the kids get off and they get all distracted. If you don't create momentum now, you ain't going to create momentum. It's going to be harder. Let's just say it that way. So these next 90 days, April, May, June, while everything is blossoming, your business needs to start blossoming. So we run through the names, you get the exposures out. And then, of course, once you've exhausted that warm market, we flow into that cold market with the leads, with the enhanced marketing systems, whatever it is you want to do to add to your list. No list, no business. Please, if you haven't written down one note in this conversation, I want you to write that down. No list, no business. If you don't have people to talk to, you are out of business. Network marketing. So as you exhaust your warm market and you've gone through it, you tapped it, you're going to go back to it. But now you got to say, okay, how can I get more names? How can I get a fresh list? And that's where the network marketing system comes. We have a system, Networker Central, guys, is state of the art next level where you have the ability to put folks into us. Let me just show it to you in a minute. Where you go from low tech to high tech. See, if you've done what I told you in regards to two private business receptions and whose line is open? Adele, stop. If you go through your warm market and you've exhausted your warm market and you've put folks in a position where you are doing the work, doing the activities, and now you got to say, okay, now how do I go and get more names, more numbers? You want to invest back in your business, team. You must feed the goose that's laying the golden eggs. I don't care what no one says. If you don't invest back in your business, you're running in circles. You're running in circles. Why keep playing in the NFL? No friends left. You'll be like my guy Russell Wilson. Nobody wants him. I'm so mad about this situation. I'm a Steeler fan. Just sign the man. But but the reality is all talent, all seeing, but he's been around. They don't think he has it in him anymore. Your friends are looking at you like that. You've been here, you've done that. What do you got now? Whatever, whatever. You got to find a way to meet new people. So here's your dilemma. Here's your situation. We're in a business of meeting people, attracting people into our business. And in that, we bring them in and we develop leaders. How are you going to go about doing that? Do you want to get up every day and put a half a tank of gas in your car and go to the gas station and get uncomfortable and talk to strangers and say, "Hey, let me ask you, I like your tie, sharp shoes. Man, what do you do for a living?" And exchange numbers that way. That's how I did it in the past. I was so uncomfortable. I don't even think that's duplicatable because most of my team did not do that. Let's keep it a buck. Or you go into a grocery store, you go into the bookstore, Barnes and Noble, and you're sitting in the business section, acting like you're reading. I was reading, but most people just acting, and you see a sharp person, and you go and try to expose them, and you realize that that person is trying to expose me, and we're both in network marketing. That's a way of going about getting names and numbers. That's called lifestyle marketing. I'm not knocking it, but most people don't do it. Or do you want to get online and do videos and send out messages to individuals? Hey, how you doing? Your high school classmates that you ain't talked to in decades. How you doing? Whatever, whatever. And then knowing that you're only talking to them because you want to get them to sign up in your business. That's another way. It works. Or you can do that, but at the same time, you have an all-in-one marketing system where you can run your business from an all-in-one marketing system. You can purchase individuals who are online right now as we speak, who came home from work and said, I hate my job. I can't stand going to work. I see them plotting to fire me. And what do? What did you do when you changed jobs? You went online and said, work from home opportunity, or folks who are being forced to go home, go back to work. And they've been working from home for the last few years, but now the government is making folks come back to work in a building and they're looking for work from home opportunities. And now you have the ability to have individuals where we capture those leads and they go into your email or your CRM saying that I'm interested in an opportunity. I'm very interested. I want to make an extra $5,000 a month. I got $250 to spend. And now you're just calling those individuals who already raised their hands, and you're just calling those individuals, or you're having Ava, who's our virtual assistant, call them and schedule appointments for you. And when you call them, you're just sorting them out and interviewing them as if you're as a job, where you're just simply saying, hey, listen, I understand you are open for an opportunity. I'm Benjamin. Listen, I'm very excited. This is what I do for a living. We have systems in place. I see you're looking to make an extra $2,000 a month. What really got you motivated in becoming self-employed? And you're just interviewing and having a conversation with somebody who wants to have a conversation. That changes the game. It truly changes the game. So here, let me show you what this system is all about real quick, and then we'll wrap this up, open it up for some questions that you may have, and then we'll go from there, guys. But this is a system that we're using. It's Networker Central. All the information is going to be inside of my comments that you can get registered or get back with the person who is your part of your sponsor lineage who's in this. Everybody's not participating, but those who are participating, you could get their link. But here's the video.
Introducing Networker Central, your all-in-one digital marketing platform with the power of AI. A complete solution to manage and grow all aspects of your business with team sharing features, allowing you to duplicate your success throughout your entire organization. With Networker Central, you'll have access to a professional suite of ready-to-go websites in a number of different verticals. Our websites are expertly crafted with compelling copy and high-quality produced videos. Need something custom? No worries. With our website builder, you can further modify our templates to create your own fully customized website or sales funnel. Managing your contacts is a breeze too with our integrated contact management system and email follow-up system. You can send one-touch emails, broadcast emails, and even create an automated email autoresponder campaign to drip on your prospects over the course of a year. From our mobile app, you can even send trackable text messages, receiving a push notification when your prospects take action, so you can follow up when their interest is piqued. All prospect activity is tracked in the activity feed. Did they open an email, click on a link, or visit your website? And if so, how long were they on each page? And what videos did they click on to watch? You'll have all this information at your fingertips, so you'll know what they're most interested in when you follow up. With Networker Central, you can literally manage your entire business from one platform, streamlining and simplifying your day-to-day operations. And now, with the power of AI, we're even taking this to the next level. Need help writing an email? Just click the AI for suggestions on writing a compelling subject line or email content. Or have it proofread your existing content and recommend improvements. With a few clicks, your messages are professionally written, saving you time and frustration. Our AI is integrated throughout Networker Central and available at your fingertips everywhere. Whether you're writing emails, creating text message templates, writing phone scripts, or even building your website, our AI tools can literally build these for you. You really just need to try this for yourself and see how the Networker Central digital marketing platform can transform your business. And why not? It's completely risk-free with a 14-day satisfaction guarantee. If you are not 100% satisfied, we'll give you a refund, no questions asked. So what are you waiting for? Get started with Networker Central today.
This right here has made my life so much easier, guys. So the question is, you could build the old way like the Flintstones or upgrade like the Jetsons. I love this. You can build like the Jetsons or still work like the Flintstones and just handing out business cards or what have you. Not to knock it, but there's other ways to do it. And just how, as we move into that next phase of individuals who are 18, 20, 30, they're the millennials who, what is it, Generation Z, all they know is cell phone technology. They're fast, they want technology, They want mobile apps. And what Network Central allows you to do is you show them how you can work their business from a mobile app and move it from there. It takes time to do this, guys. In terms of what I mean by that is if you decide to get involved, it's not where you get involved today and expect to get amazing results tomorrow. It takes time. Just like any campaign, you have to be locked in and committed to the process. I had to pull these stats here. They said 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. 3% of sales are made on the second. 80% of sales are made on the fifth and the 12th contact. Guys, the fortune's in a follow-up. And in order to be efficient in your follow-up, you need systems. Going back to the way we began, and network marketing is an amazing system. I'm going to show you for those who want to see the back office of Networker Central. But guys, it's time to cast a wider net. Marketing is a numbers game, and we need to be able to stop fishing with one line, and we need to throw out a net. And if it ain't working on one side, turn it and put it on another side. I think there's a scripture about that. Cast your net on the other side. And that's where all the fish are hanging out. Guys, again, Coach Ben here. I'll be here every Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do an advanced training. We talk about systems that's going to help you to win. But with that being said, I'm going to open it up for any questions. Hold for 1 second. Raise your hand if you have any questions for me, and I will answer those questions to the best of my ability. The lines are open once you raise your hand. Any questions from anyone? I lost you guys. Wait a minute. Hold on. There we go. All right. So one of the things, let me stop our recording. So with that being said, guys, real quick, again, we have, and I can't get folks who are on. So if you guys are on my YouTube, and I'm seeing folks here, I don't have a way to communicate through the YouTube. But if you could put a question in the comments, I can answer those questions, guys, and we'll be able to go from there. Thanks, Rob, for your compliment on the three-way calls. That's what we do, man. You already know. But with that being said, guys, we're going to conclude. We're right at the bottom of the top of the hour. I thank all of you for your time. If you need or are looking or interested in the system that I just went over, you want to go to workfromhometraffic.com. Workfromhometraffic.com. I usually go in the back office and share with you how AIVA, we have a AI component where AIVA, once you pull in leads, whether you do it organically, where they go to your landing page, or buy leads and bring in traffic, once they go in there, you have a AIVA system, a robot AIVA, who literally calls your leads for you at the initial contact, basically saying, hey, let's just example. I'm not going to go in the back office because of the sense of time, but she calls your leads and basically, in a nutshell, let me go in there and show you real quick. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Why not? Hold on. Real quick, I'm going to show you exactly what AIVA does, and it's pretty powerful. And this system is only, and this is what's so funny. I was on a call. I'm with a company that do business to business sales. Okay, we have amazing variables, and they're just introducing AIVA component, and they're charging businesses $500 to $1,000 for exactly what it is that we offer for just $49.95. I was sitting there like, my goodness, this is crazy. $500. Now, businesses are going to pay for it, and it is very worth it. It's very much worth it because that's like having a receptionist. So let me show you this real quick, guys. For those who are interested, and I know folks are going to watch this recording, I'm trying to rush the process, but the reality is I don't need to. So I'm going to show you this real quick and go from there. Hopefully you guys can see. So this is your back office here with Networker Central. Again, go to workfromhometraffic.com. You could get set up with your account. It has a whole getting started right, but then you have your contacts. You have on your phone, all of this, you have a mobile device where everything you do can be ran from your phone. You can watch, you can send videos, text messages, emails, everything from your phone. You have landing pages here, okay, for multiple campaigns where individuals can go to your landing page, and you instead of sending, the worst thing you could do is send them to your corporate landing page. That's the worst thing you can do. I'm just telling you what I know, especially if your company recruits representatives themselves, and a lot of them do, where you're marketing for the company and they're going to call the company and the company is going to recruit them and then give them to somebody else. So the worst thing you want to do is market and send people to your company landing page. So what you want to have is, or your company website, to be honest with you, you want to have your own website. You control it. They come here, they watch a quick
Imagine
video.
waking up every morning knowing that your business is already hard at work,
Already,
even
this is
before
all
you've had
set
your
up for
first cup
you,
of coffee.
and they like what they
Introducing a
heard.
groundbreaking work
They
from
go
home
here.
opportunity that will revolutionize the
I
way
see
you
this
earn
every
a
week.
living.
They fill out their
Say goodbye to the
information.
9-to-5 grind and
They
hello
say, I
to a
want to
life of
make
freedom and financial
$5,000
independence.
a month. Hold on,
This
guys.
is not just another job. It's
Let
a
me
chance
stop
to
them.
take
They go here, they want to make $5,000 a month. They're ready to get started. Their hours of work, they could put in 16 to 20 hours. They're able to invest $250. They'll make their notation here. They give you approval to send them text messages. This is so important right here. Once they click that, boom, they're going to your calendar or wherever else you want to direct them. We have folks who doing campaigns that will take them to their next team website, their corporate information. At that point, it's okay because you captured that lead. But you want to capture the lead, get their names, phone numbers, and everything, and follow up with them accordingly. But what happens in this place, this is what's so cool. Now you've captured that individual and they're going to show up in your contacts. This is awesome, guys. If you can hear me and you see this, give me some fire emojis, guys, because I want you to break out of the mud. Your folks will tell you, keep dialing your name list, call your name list, call your name list. It's time to break out of the mud. So when you have your contacts, like today, what type of activities did I have? I go to my dashboard here. I think I took away chat. I'm sorry, guys. I took away chat. I apologize. I didn't know who was coming in. So on your dashboard, you can see recent activities. Today's the 25th, right? So you can see that I had individuals, Jerome Chapman, um, Melody Villas, all these individuals today opened up emails, went into my site, watched information. But I want to show you what Ava does real quick. Matter of fact, I'll just go into the actual uh, template because a few of you don't know what she does. So Ava will call your leads and literally schedule an appointment for you.
Hello, this is Scott. Hi, Scott. This is Ava, the virtual assistant for Jackson Miller at Payday Connections. I wanted to first thank you for visiting our website and requesting more information today. We just wanted to give you a quick call to provide you with more details. Before we get started, I need to mention that all calls may be recorded for quality assurance. With that out of the way, it says here that you are looking to earn some additional income working from home. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Great. Are you currently working right now?
Yeah, I've got a full-time job, but looking for a little more.
Thanks for sharing that. Are you looking for something part-time or full-time with this opportunity?
Uh, Starting part-time, but wouldn't mind going full-time if I could get something working.
Got it. One last question. What is the primary reason you're looking to start something right now? Is it mainly for extra money, or is there something more driving your interest?
More flexibility, want to travel a bit more and not be tied down to a regular job.
Scott, you sound like a perfect candidate for this opportunity. If it's okay with you, let's coordinate a call with Jackson so you can learn more about what we do and see if it's a fit. Can I text you over a link to Jackson's calendar where you can select a time?
Yeah, go ahead, send it over.
Perfect. I just texted that over to you. You should have it any moment. Were you able to pull up
Yeah.
the website okay? Great.
Yeah, that came through right away.
Awesome. Take a moment now and select an appointment that works for you. I can stand by while you do that. Just let me know when you're done and what date and time you selected.
Okay, just give me one sec here.
Sure, take your time. I'm here when you're ready.
Okay, all set.
Fantastic. What date and time did you select for your appointment with Jackson?
Oh, I've got it set for this evening at 8 p.m.
Thank you so much for your time today, Scott. It was a pleasure speaking with you. I'll let Jackson know we spoke and that you are in the calendar for this evening at 8 p.m. You have yourself an amazing day.
You too, thanks.
Goodbye.
That is pretty awesome. I want to do something real quick, guys, because I need to let you guys be able to chat and let you guys be able to unmute yourselves. Is that good or is that good? Is that good or is that good? I want let me show you guys. I did a call today because I was coaching someone and setting up their website because and I'm gonna walk you guys through all this. There's also training and everything here if you choose to get involved. But I had them call me. I think I was Jack Little. I'm not sure. Yeah, let me show you what my call that I had with her. I was pushing back pretty hard. I had a oh that's the voicemail. Oops. That's a recorded voicemail. Hold on for a second. Which one is it that I picked up? Because she was coming at me to try to reach me. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Anyway, any questions from anyone? Any questions from anyone while I find the call I did today?
Hi, Coach Ben. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, Deborah.
Hey there. Yeah, I mean, I just put a comment in the chat about the voice. At first I was skeptical because, earlier versions of this type of thing was almost a turnoff, right? Because it was like this kind of robotic voice. But they've got this smooth. So my question to you, because I know you've been into sales many years, this is actually working for you at 40, it's 50 a month roughly?
It's $49.95. Yes, 14 days free, $50 a month.
Okay.
And yeah, it works.
You
I've brought on a few new partners. I've been working a campaign. I've ratcheted up recently. But especially since they now introduced Ava, so I've just been running through some leads that I've had and bought more leads, and it's just pretty awesome.
That's good to hear because, I'm a writer. I've never really done sales and I'm still a bit skeptical. But you're telling me you can say you had a list, Coach Ben, from, I don't know, a year ago of 50 phone numbers. You could run it through this AI tool, get Ava out there, and maybe she has like a 3-4% success rate in getting people to fill out the forms.
I'm glad you asked that question. So if you had a list of names, the only way that Ava will call them is if you had them go to your, so there's two ways Ava calls your list. Uh, well, there's only one way they'll call your prospect, and that's if they filled out your campaign. Because Ava won't call anybody unless she has consent to give them a phone call. So you have to send them to your funnel. So if you could put together an email blast, and this is what you are able to do, you can put them inside of your your Networker Central and create an email campaign. I'm gonna show you how that works real quick. I'm hoping, am I answering your question in regards to that? So let me show you how this works here. So you go to the dashboard. Okay, perfect. And you have AI. Let's say you have old leads. Is that exactly what you're talking about? Is folks that you've had that are old leads?
Right, that I would want to revisit.
Perfect. So you'll say create an email to pique the interest of old leads that want to work from or that want to start a home-based business. And have them go to my landing page. So Ava will do all the, I know as a writer, you probably hate this part. Ava does all the work. So she'll write a email, transform your dreams into reality, start your home-based business, and you literally can take this and copy and paste it. I shared this with folks before. Um, Copy and paste it, or you can have them if you don't like the way this email reads, but I'm using it as an example. You could just have her write it over and over again. And she just did another one for me. So whichever one you like best, so you could piece it together. But once you take it out, now you can go to your contacts that you uploaded into the system and basically go here and you'll instruct it to do an email, and you could do a text message as well, but you could send them a quick email and saying that you want to have them go into your, wait a minute, what did I just do? I copied it wrong. My bad. I copied it wrong, but you see the point here. So you'll copy it. I don't want to go back. You'll copy it, the email here, send it to your leads, and then now you're having them go, you pique their interest through an email or text message because they're in your funnel. I mean, in your CRM. And the ultimate thing is for Ava to call them, they would have to have gone to your landing page. Or you could just send them a quick text message and we have that automatically in the system. Hey, check out this site. It's pretty awesome. And when they click on that site and they like the information they see, this is a video that I like to use. I use the whole, I'm marketing, I'm leading in the digital space. So it's technology. People want technology. It's the conversations that everyone is having is AI. And when they click on here and you could customize it whichever way you want to, but As long as you get them to click here and they fill out their information and give consent, this is the ultimate thing that's going to get Ava to call them. When they fill out their information, put in their real phone number, and they're going to get the phone call. That's a long answer to your question, but so the answer is yes, as long as they go and fill out this form right here.
No, I'm glad you went through all that because it makes much more sense. Why would someone pick up a phone and engage like that sample call you gave with a AI thing unless you are open to that? And so you're
Exactly.
saying they've given permission, they want to try this. They know ultimately they're going to get to a human, but this is the first step. So I got it.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. And there's so many ways that you could pique their interest. And yeah, so it's not a random cold call. That's illegal. And and like you said, it won't be organic. Yep. Any other questions before we conclude today's conversation and training? And again, for those who are coming in late, I mean, guys, I'll put this for my YouTube folks who's still watching or find this later down in the conversation. You can go to work from home traffic to learn more about the system. Hold for 1 second. Workfromhometraffic.com. Or you could just reach out to me. I can answer any questions you may have. We'll put it in here inside the conversation as well. Uh, well, maybe I should have made that into a hyperlink. HTTP. Yes. And I'll go from there. All right, guys. So with that being said, this will conclude this Tuesday's training. Man, I hope I gave you guys some good nuggets. Let's go out here and move aggressively. There are people out here looking for you. You don't know it. They don't know it. You have their solution to the problems that they have. They're looking for an opportunity that they could believe in. They're looking for a way to build and expand their businesses as well. And this is a way to go about doing it, guys. So, I mean, this right here, this tool can spark your organization. A lot of our teams stopped because they ran out of people. A lot of our prospects quit or our old partners quit. And you can go back and say, I found a way that we can take it to the next level. And this is the way to do it. So, if there aren't any more questions, I thank you guys so very much for participating. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I want to say y'all have a blessed evening. God bless everyone. Take care.